Hey everybody, it's Laura from Budget RX, and we are going to attempt, once again, an unstuffing, which I do once a month. I do an unstuffing of transactions that I made on a credit card that I need to pull out of my cash stuffing. And then I also condense. I take money that's in smaller bills and I either add a prop note, like switch it out for a prop note, or bigger bills. And every time I make a mistake, this time, hopefully I don't, but definitely be commenting below about how insane I am. All right, so this is my sheet. I still haven't made my perfect sheet because I'm still figuring out the best way to do it. But we're gonna start with what money I'm bringing back to the bank, which I already counted twice, and it's $382. So we've got some big bills, which is good for condensing. Though I normally don't leave bills or money like greater than $50 in a lot of cases. But in some categories I do if I know that I'm just in and out of it so much that using prop note is just annoying. Like epithelium is a good example of that. All right, so to the bank, like back to the bank, that's like if I took money out of my wallet for something that I paid with a card, I'll put it in this back to the bank so I can pay off the card with that money. Or if I sell something on Facebook Marketplace, I'll put the money in here to go back to the bank. So for this month, it was $382. And then my unstuffed expenses, so these are all the expenses for the month that I need to pull out. With my calculations, it's supposed to be $627. So let's see if that ends up being true. So sinking funds, we will start with auto. Okay, so with auto, I'm supposed to pull out $272. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 75. I want to pull out 72, which means I need to break this into 5 ones. So I'm going to find an envelope with a lot of ones in it, like my puppy envelope. I'll just go like this so I don't lose my spot. And let's pull out. See, we're condensing already. And then we'll put 5 back in the puppy envelope. Cool. So now, so if it's gonna be 272 and I do 172, 20, 40, 60, 80, 172. Let's go down to auto. Going to the bank here is gonna be, no. Okay, so in cash, it's gonna be 172 and 100 in prop, which means in my online account, I need to take $100 out of my online savings that I put money into from here, that this money represents, and put it into my checking so I can pay off my card. So that means now I exchange this for 400 instead. Okay, so this is going back to the bank, and then put that, and then we're gonna put this back here, and we're gonna get my prop money out. Which, how on earth did I forget that in setting up for this video? Okay, so I need 400, so we'll do 2 200s, and so it should have $403 now. And that is accurate. 403. 400 total prop. Nothing's gonna go to the bank. Okay, cool. All right, here's all my prop. I made these 500s because we're gonna need those, and then some thousands. So far so good. All right, so we put that back. 403. And then we have fees. I believe that's the next category. No, buffer's the next category. Wellness, mint, fees. Okay, fees, I need to take out $130, which should be pretty much everything, because I had to renew my passport because I'm going on a cruise. 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, great. So we got 5, 20s. Okay, so no prop money. It was all cash. Great. Now we go to Sanctuary, which is next. I spent $10 on car tissue. So I don't know if you guys have seen these, but they're so great. They're like cylindrical that fit in a drink holder, tissues for your car. And I love them. I use them like crazy. Anyway, so I need to pull 10 out. How many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll do it like, it's a floppy 5. Great. So nothing in prop, only cash. Epithelium, I spent $88 on nail polish. Yes, $88 on nail polish. Holo Taco. I just started getting into nail polish. When my grandmother died, we found black nail polish in her bathroom. And my aunt gave it to me. And I was like, wow, grandma had black nail polish? That's crazy. We also found her secret stash of Hershey's chocolate in her bathroom. It made me so happy to find her secret stash. So anyway, so I put on the black nail polish, and you may have seen it in some videos a while back, because I don't normally do my nails. I grew up, my dad did not like nail polish. He didn't like any of that kind of stuff. And so I never really got into it. But it's crazy because I love color so much. Anyway, I really loved having the nail polish on, and but it was chipping off really easily, so I Googled how to paint your nails so that they last longer, and I found Simply Not Logical, that's Simply Nail Logical, the owner of Holo Taco, and I love her stuff, and so I bought a bunch of nail polish. So it's a new hobby now. Anyway, so we need to pull out 88. This is gonna be another case where we need to break down. We need 5 more ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, puppy. Great. All right, so we need 88. There's 85, 86, 87, 88. And that can go back here. No prop money was used. It was $88 returned. Okay, now the last one is wardrobe, which is next. And it is $127, which should be a lot of it. 20, 25, 20, wait, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yes, it's all of it. But there's 100 in prop and then 27 in cash. Okay. Turn the 100 back. All right, great. So now we see how much prop was 200. So we take this, this should be 627 is what was unstuffed, but minus 200 in prop should be 427. 427 plus 382. Where's my calculator? 427 plus 382 equals 809. So this should have 809 in it. So we are going to check. All right. $809. Sweet. All right, so we are accurate so far. All right, so now we're going to condense and audit our savings binders. So we'll start with Zodiac. This is my long-term, like, saving for 4 or 5 years, and I'm saving for when I graduate as an attending. So now I know it's 5 years because I wasn't sure how long, like which program I was going to get into and how long it was going to take. Because I just found out I matched in Colorado, and I'm very, very happy with it. What we're going to do here is for Zodiac anyway, we're going to take the money out of Pisces. We're going to count it. We're going to write down how much I saved: 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. So we saved 140 for Pisces, which is awesome. And we're not putting prop money in here. So to the bank, 140, and it's going to, no, I'm calling it doctor tax. All the fees of becoming an attending. Okay, now I did want to verify that we have the right amount. And what I've been doing is basically writing down on these how much I've saved. So I want to see if this is accurate to what I have in my spreadsheet. Equals 535, which is accurate. Awesome. Okay, so Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And then next month we get to move on to Aries. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure what was next. I need to cut this out and put this in here for next week. Very exciting. And we get to put a star in Aries because we're gonna start it. Okay, so it was true. Total prop, I guess it's 535. Because technically those little things are like showing the holding place for that. Awesome. Now we get to do my next one, which is my beauty binder. I'm going to be doing some laser treatments, and I want to save $2,000 a year towards that. I'm going to start spending out of it probably when I move to Colorado and start doing some laser treatment from the money I've saved so far. So I'm supposed to have $600, and so we've got $200 placeholder here, $200 here, and then we should have $200 in here that we are sending back to the bank. 20, 40. That is 200. So let's get a 200 that we can put in there. So it is true. The total prop is now 600. To the bank is 200. And kisses goes towards beauty laser treatments. Cool. 20. I'm so excited. I've decided that I'm gonna start with laser hair removal, and I'm really excited about it. Like, I wish I knew about it before, because I've always been a hairy girl, and I think it would have saved me a lot of money because I get waxes every 6 weeks, and it's $60 a pop. Actually, it's more than 60, it's like 65. Sweet. Okay, so now Cosmos. This one is gonna take a while because I'm gonna do it for real and condense, which I was dumb and I didn't do before. But let's start with the save 500. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 70. So 114. So let's do 100 and 14. Okay, I need to keep track of how much this is. I'm gonna do that over here. 114 plus. Wow, this is gonna really help my binder slim down. All right, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so many ones. Okay, 20, 40, 50, 25, 26, 126. Okay, so we will take 26 and then 50s. One. 26. And this one. Okay, we've got 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 25, 225. Okay, got 225. Okay, let's move some of these 20s back because you know that the 5s are gonna be expanding soon. So we've got 225 for this scratch off, which we still have quite a few left on there. Planets. All right, so we have 15. $27. And then this scratch off, amazing space. We finished. Okay, so it's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. This one is going back though, 38. Yeah, how do I want to do this? Because basically I'm going to be like, should I have a placeholder for all the stuff that I have brought back to the bank? You know? That's the problem with this total. This is like, well, I will work on it outside of this. But for now, this one is done. And let's put this like empty one in the back. Okay, so that's 38. Do we condense planets? Okay, Starbucks. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 15, 16. Okay. Do I have any decent 10s? There we go, 16. Okay, and that's it. Now let's add these because then we can find out what I put in the bank already. Equals 519 minus 650 equals 131. So supposedly I should already have 131 in this category online. So let's see if that's true. Okay, in my new vehicle savings, I only have 100, so I'm supposedly off by 31. That doesn't seem good. 20. Oh, did I not write 27? So I think that means I might be off by 5. Minus 650 equals 104. So I'm off by $4 somewhere. That's not too bad. But we know for sure we're gonna send 38 to the bank. Missing $4. So then I want to see if I have $4 to make up for that in my mysterious envelope where I keep some extra money. I got 1, 3, 4. Okay, I do. So we will add that. Where are we gonna add that? Let's add that to planets. How about planets? And then we can turn this into 10. Let's find a better 10, better 10. Come on. Okay, so now this is 31. And now we are square. So I fixed. So the total prop is 0, but the total is correct. And this is for future big tech. It was going to be for a car, but it could be a car, it could be like a robot or something like that. Okay, that's all done. Now we do 10K. So this is when I'm saving for 5 years as well to go on a train trip or just a big celebratory trip. We should have 660 in here. 20, 40, 45, 50, 60. So there's 60 there. 200, 400, and this should be 600. 22. Great. So we're gonna put 200 back to the bank, and that's for trip. Total prop is gonna be 600. We're gonna put this in there. And I am putting my next journal entry. So every time I finish one of these, I'm going to put in a journal entry about what's going on in my life. So this, I talk about where I ranked. Like I opened my match envelope on Friday and found out that I matched to my #2 program, which actually after all the reflection, I realized it should have been my #1 all along. Which is kind of a common feeling, but yeah, I had Utah's #1 because that's where my family is, that's where my partner is, doing his job that he loves, but I really don't like Utah. I've lived there before and it's really not my scene. It's not for me. Like when I'm there, I get angry and I don't have good feelings there. But I wanted to make it work, but you know, they didn't want me, and really deep down I didn't want them, even though it's such a great program and I literally loved everybody that I worked with. Was very impressed. I think it's fabulous, but I think it worked out for the best because Colorado is a way better fit for me culturally, and then the program is amazing. They're very strong in the subjects that I am most interested in, which is pediatric pathology and gastrointestinal pathology. So that's what basically I wrote about in my journal entry. So I'm really excited that I'm doing this journal entry thing. I think it's a really good idea. Okay, so yes, it was true. Okay, awesome. So back to the bank, I have 578. So savings back to the bank is 578. Let's check that that's true at this point, because if I do make a mistake, I want to know when I made the mistake. If I wait too long, it's gonna be bad. But don't worry, I'm gonna fast forward through it. You don't have to, listen to me do all of this. $920 plus 110. Okay, I'm gonna write down what it was before the ones. And this was 38 plus 38. $1,372. Okay. Supposedly we're at 1,372 now. So 809 plus 578 equals 1,387. Crap. Why are we off by 15? I bet it's this. 940 plus 120 plus 250 plus 38 plus 39 equals 1387. Minus the 578 equals 809. Okay, yes. All right, we are square now. Very exciting. So any mistakes that I catch now will be from after this point. So now we come down to the sinking funds, and we are going to condense these bad boys. All right, emergency. All right, so we've got 20 here that we can condense. So now it's at $1,120. Total prop is 1,100, none to the bank. Okay, and then let's do hobbies. Or should we go in order? We should go in order. Okay. Auto, it has 403. Okay, we already did this one. Good. Then we have buffer, which cash-wise, we have another 20 we can condense. So now it has 170, and that's 150 in total prop. Nothing to the bank, because we're just condensing. Wellness, 100. Maybe we just exchange for a 20 here. So we have 135. We have 100 in prop, and to the bank, nothing. Mint. Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, let's get a 20. And we have, mint has 80, and it has 50 in prop. Nothing back to the bank at this point. Fees, we have nothing. Fees has 0. Sanctuary, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm just gonna keep it in cash, but let's see. Let's exchange this for a 20, and then let's find a better 10 if possible. Is this a better 10? These 10s are really bad. Epithelium, 65, 66, 67. Okay, so let's do the 7. And then let's get 3 20s. 1, 2, 3. Do I want to send this back to the bank? I'm not going to actually. Okay, so we have 467. We have 200 in prop and nothing to the bank. I'm getting my hair done within the month, and that's going to cost a lot, so I don't want to transfer money. I don't have to. Okay, wardrobe is 0. Tech, should be able to transfer in here. 600. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, so let's just grab 100 real quick. We're gonna put this back. 20s and 5s. Okay, so now we have 700. We can use a 500, and then it will be like this. Cool. Okay, but so we have 700. Total prop is 700. Back to the bank is 100. I think that's the first one, right? I didn't mess up, right? Hopefully not. Gifts. 55. Okay, we're gonna put 50 back to the bank. We have 55. Total prop is gonna be 50. Okay, is there a better 5? Okay, 55, 50 to the bank. Okay, and hobbies, 45, 50. Okay, let's just send that all to the bank. We have 50. We're going to do 50 in prop, so it's 50 to the bank. A placeholder for hobbies. Outdoorsy, 60, 65, so that's 115, which means we should take 50 out, and we'll have 15. Okay, so 50 going out, and we're gonna have a total of 100. Oh, I really feel like I'm doing this right. I'm doing it right. 115. I really hope I am. I had all the coffee beforehand. Smell goods. 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Okay, we have 85. Let's exchange this for 50. We're gonna put 50 back to the bank. Okay. And then we're gonna condense this for 20. Give me a decent 20. Okay. 70, 80, 85. Okay. Okay. Fine spirits. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Yes, let's send another 50 back. And we're gonna do, yeah, so we need a 10 and the 50. So there's like no good 10s here. 10 and 50. Okay, 65. Holiday boost. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. I think we're gonna keep this in cash. Let's just get a 20. Luxury boost just has 2 5s, so we will get 10. Oh, there was 15. Glad I checked that. Okay, finally we get to puppy. Okay, so we have 300 and a lot of money here. And the reason there's so much of this is because I do minis to save for a puppy. So that requires a lot of small bills. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 1. Let's get a 1. 20, 100, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we have 4. I need to make sure that I write down that we are taking 200 back to the bank. There is 300, 400, 500, and $5, and then that's 500 in prop. 200 back to the bank. Okay, so now we get our 500, and that makes a huge freaking difference in puppy. Getting close. Football. So these are my star notes. This is 15. So let's get a 10. I actually had a decent 10 just added in there. Okay. So it is 15. Nothing. Back to the bank. Okay. Now there's a lot more room in here now. Now let's see what we should have. Okay, supposedly we are sending back to the bank 100. 550. Okay, 550 plus 578 plus 809 equals, it should be 1,937 back to the bank. All right. All right, we're gonna keep track. We've got a 50, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. There is 150, okay? And now all the 20s. 1,040, okay? 50 plus 1,040. Okay. 160 plus 160. All right, that's exactly 200 plus 200. This 10 plus 10, and this should, I'm just gonna double check this one, but okay, so this is another 200. Plus 185, okay. $50. 42. Okay, supposedly that equals 1937, which is correct. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. We did it correctly. Finally. I think I'm narrowing down on how I need to do this finally after months and months. That is amazing and very exciting. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Say hey in the comments, and I will see you on Saturday for my next cash stuffing. First cash stuffing of April. Bye.